Welcome to the Outside the Business Boxes podcast, where we're talking about how to ignite your business today for the future using systems for everything you do in your business to make your life, your employees' lives, and your customers' lives easier for you to ultimately enjoy your business and, of course, make more money. I'm your host, Chad Murray. Thanks for coming Outside the Business Box podcast. I am Chad Murray, your host. And I am so grateful to have you listen to me today and in this episode that we're going to call Thinking Positive. Okay. So, well, by the way, let's get some housekeeping done here. I did skip last week, and so I'm sorry. I was in Nashville at a business symposium at Ashbusters. Mark put it on. Mark Stoner put it on and had a nice, good time with a lot of the industry titans and a lot of guys, fairly some new and some older in the business there for the business symposium. And you can, if you're a Surefire member, you can go watch the whole 2 days on there. I don't know when they'll have it up, between Jim Brewer and Alan Rush. I think they're the ones producing it to where it'll be on there. But yeah, it was nice. It was fun. It's always good to be around those guys. I mean, the stuff you can learn from everybody there was awesome. And so I really encourage you, if you're a chimney person, to get on Surefire and go watch the business symposiums that they have. Hey, you're not going to waste your time. If you find one tip that makes your business better, it's one tip you didn't have before you watched it. So, and I know for sure, if you watch mine, you'll get a tip. And so, yes. So I'm going to turn down this little heater on my feet. Okay. So what is this? So let's talk about it. So let me give you my last few months. I have gone insane. I have gone completely bonkers. And what am I going bonkers about? Well, I bought a property and business has slowed down and it's driving me bonkers that I build the business to do nearly 4 million, on track to do 5.5, and we're effing losing money like always. Yet I did fix our funnels, our sales funnels, and our AdWords to get appointments. So right now, as Chuck Hall says, it's buying season. Well, right, it's not buying season. Buying season is the fall for us. So whenever you have a buying season, you need to take advantage of it. When you don't have a buying season, you need to take advantage of it. And here's what I did. I went out and I probably said this in the last podcast or two. I fixed our AdWords and our marketing, and we are on fire. And I mean, we are scheduling appointments, 20 to 30 appointments a day between Oklahoma City, Houston, and Dallas. And it is awesome. Problem is nobody's buying. So we're in the middle of trying to make sure our value sale and our perceived need is there for everybody. Obviously there's a need. They're calling, right? They are calling. So why the hell are we not selling? Well, it's June. That's why. Historically, they start buying late June and July and August. These people that all estimate now. It just sucks. We have graduations. You got, I don't know. It's a big baby month. I have my first grandbaby, everybody. I am a pawpaw. Call me pawpaw. And so, which is cool. I've spent some time. She's a tiny little thing. And so, but anyway, yeah, it's just June just for the chimney industry is not the buying season. So, but what's crazy about when you say that, why in the hell are people clicking on my ads? So obviously it could be the buying season, right? So there's always two metrics that I want to know in my business to where I don't completely go bonkers. And that is, am I getting clients? And then number two is, are they selling? One of those two has to be happening, because I know if they keep putting bids out, eventually they'll start getting approved, at least enough to pay the bills. And if both of them are off, that's when you got to go into oh shit mode and do something. So I went in oh shit mode about 2 months or about a month ago and got it to where we are getting calls. And so we're getting it. Now we're just trying to get the people to buy. So as I have this anxiety, and I mean, literally this anxiety of my chest getting tight. And I'm not talking about I'm fat and overweight and then I need to go to the doctor. I mean, this anxiety of, oh my shit, God, shush, whatever. I was going to say something that wasn't going to come out right. So sorry, my tongue got tied there, but I was in oh shit mode, and my chest with anxiety, sleeping, everything is just there. And I need to get, and my whole team is telling me to chill the F out. Everything's fine. We have plenty of money. We have plenty of jobs. Historically, everything will work. If not, yeah, we'll lose a shit ton of money, but we have it to lose. We have lines of credit. We have enough money to lose money till buying season occurs. So why are you freaking out? Well, because I don't like losing money. And I can tell you right now, I don't talk much about God. I'm a believer. I love Jesus Christ and he is my savior, blah, 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 all that. But I will tell you, I don't spend much time with my business with Jesus. and with that said, maybe I needed to. And that wasn't my intention. I just was at the business symposium last week and I don't recall who it was. But they said the Norman Vincent Peale author wrote a book, which I've heard all about and have never read it. I'm not a book reader, but I'm an Audible listener. And it's The Power of Positive Thinking. And there was a couple other books that's on my thing now that I want to do, like Win Friends and Influence Friends, whatever, by Carnegie. That's on my list. I believe it or not, I've never listened to that. I have my sales team all listening to that by doing a book report meeting next week on that. But, and if you guys are out there listening to the podcast, I know you guys listen, you better be reading the damn book. And so listening to it or reading it. But anyway, the Power of Positive Thinking, I mean, it got right into it. I mean, this book does not wait. It gets you thinking and so pumped up. I mean, literally chapter 1, not 11, chapter 1. And so I'm going to play a clip. Hey, some podcast things I've learned is to play clips, right? So I'm going to play you this clip. There's actually 2 clips here. And then we're going to talk about it. Then I've got a couple more we're going to talk about, but the power of being positive, confidence driving. Here we go. That's the name of this clip. I labeled it myself. When you're driving, having the confidence and what to do about it when you're driving to make sure you're in the right mindset before you show up to a client's house. So here we go.
Positive ideas can help re-educate the mind and make of it a power-producing plant. It is possible, even in the midst of your daily work, to drive confident thoughts into your consciousness. Let me tell you about a method one man discovered. This man once went around with the feeling that something terrible was going to happen to him, and it made his life miserable, of course. His mind was saturated with a sense of inferiority. This mental state was reflected in his business, which was doing poorly. But then he hit upon a plan which knocked all those thoughts out of his mind, a plan which allowed him to live with a sense of confidence in himself and in life. I'm a traveling salesman, he explained, and I drive around all day calling on my customers. I discovered that while a person drives, he or she thinks all kinds of thoughts. If the pattern of thought is negative, one will think many negative thoughts during the day. And that's the way I used to be, he said. I used to drive around all day between calls with my mind full of fear and defeat. And that is one of the reasons my work was going so poorly. Then he showed me his plan. In his glove compartment, he kept a pack of small cards. He chose one and clipped it on the instrument panel of his car. It read, "If you have faith, nothing shall be impossible unto you." He pulled out another, which read, "If God be for us, who can be against us?" He told me that as he drove around, he memorized these thoughts. He said, "I've learned to think differently as a result of this practice. The old insecurities that used to haunt me are just about all gone now. And instead of thinking thoughts of defeat and despair, I think thoughts of faith and courage. It is really wonderful the way this method has changed me. It has helped my business too. For how can you expect to make a sale if you approach a customer thinking you're going to fail? This plan is a very wise one. By filling his mind with affirmations of the presence, support, and help of God, this man actually changed his thought processes. He put an end to the domination of his long-held sense of insecurity. His potential powers were set free. You see, feelings of confidence depend upon the type of thoughts that habitually occupy your mind. If constantly you fix your attention upon dire events that might happen, the result is that you will constantly feel insecure. And what is even more serious is the tendency to create, by the power of thought, the very condition you fear. But when you fill your mind with thoughts of faith, confidence, and security, you force out all thoughts of doubt and weakness.
Okay. You know, I've never thought that the power of prayer and the power of positivity was bullshit. I mean, I never really put it to perfect practice. And it seems so mundane to say it, but is it a reality that you live it? Think about what I just said. You know, oh yeah, I'm a positive person. I do this, I do that. Well, do you do it? A close friend of mine who owns Hosio, Steve Orndello, he does a prayer and meditation every morning. Mike Fazy, another dear friend of mine, he does meditation, and but they also deal with the positivity of what they deal when they do it. It's real. I don't meditate, but I pray, and so I do pray, and it does make a difference. And listening to this book, I mean, we're gonna do another clip here, Death of Fear. But I want you to understand that when this podcast isn't just for you. As a matter of fact, it's more for your employees. You know, have them listen to this, or have you do something about it. I mean, think about the process. Let's call it a system. Of positivity. This is where you talk about another system for intentional culture. Is every day you send out a message of what you want them to put on a card that's posted in their truck that they can see at all times. And then they have to take a picture of it on the jobs. Every job they have to take a picture of it. I'm going to start that. I'm going to have a message every day for master services. And the trucks are going to be on there, and they're going to put that message on there every single day. Positivity, all about positivity. That's it. And it's called intentional culture because, I mean, let's face it. It can get hot, down, have a bad day in sales. You gotta, everybody has to work on themselves along with, and if you do it in a group, it's even better. So, but fear, this is the next clip I'm going to play. Fear, it is made up. Even if something's coming true, you fear of a result. And the result, typically, if you think about it, is you're going to do something to mend that result being as bad as it is. And typically, like we've talked about in the past, that pain will make you better. So here we go. Death of fear.
Declared a tremendous truth when he said, they conquer who believe they can. He also said, do the thing you fear, and the death of fear is certain. Practice confidence and faith, and your fears and insecurities will soon have no power over you at all.
I love the fact that it's pretty much telling you to face your fear. do it. Like for us. So let me get into what well, actually, I'm going to play the last clip I have for you. Then I'm going to talk about what I'm doing that may help you, or at least guide you at some point for something. But here we go. Think Your Way to Success is the name of this clip.
You can think your way to failure and misery, but you can also think your way to success and happiness. Because thoughts are real and dynamic, learning to harness their power is a crucial step in creating a life of your own choosing.
Some years ago, I was working with a group of people to establish a nonprofit inspirational magazine. At one point, our endeavor was faced with severe financial problems. In other words, it was almost broke. And when it seemed almost impossible to keep going, I called a meeting. I invited a woman who had once contributed a nice sum to this magazine, hoping that lightning might strike twice in the same place. But this time, she said she would give us something of greater value than money. This rather surprised us, for under the circumstances, we couldn't think of anything more valuable than money. When she told us she was going to give us a creative idea, we didn't jump with enthusiasm. All we could think was, how can we pay our bills with an idea? But as it turned out, an idea is precisely what helped us pay our bills. Every achievement in the world was first initiated as a creative idea. First the idea, then faith in it, then the means of implementing the idea. That is the way success proceeds.
Every one of you got here with that. Every one of you had an idea to start your business, and here you are. So starting a business is easy, I think. Growing a business to a certain point is easy. Maintaining it and scaling it is where it becomes difficult. Because anybody can catch lightning in a bottle and that lightning's gone. Anybody can sell their friends and family for so long until they're not buying anymore. But once you've got a business and you've established and you've made it through the 2 or 3 years, and now it's like running a business. Okay, thinking your way through it with an idea to change it. So let me tell you what's going on with Master Services. So 25 years, we're going into our 26th season this fall. And I have yet to solve, fix, repair, generate enough income to not lose money about 6 months a year. Some years it's 5, some years I have actually made it. Some years I only lost money 4 months out of the year. Problem is the time that we lose money, it's a lot of money. So here I make all this money in the fall, and I mean, it's a good chunk of money. And then I end up losing almost all of it, if not at minimum 70% of it. And that cycle begins every year for 25 years. But I have a good living. It's okay. I started the coaching business. That's doing well. Got a couple other irons in the fire right now. I bought a property. But that's still, none of that is fixing my consummate issue of March, April, May, June, and July. And let's just add August to it. Why can I not make money at those times? Now, we're busy. If you look at the P&L, it's the numbers there. It's just because I have such a large company, and I do understand why a lot of these guys stay smaller so that they can make money all year round. Problem is, I probably make more money than they do. I don't guarantee it, but I'm pretty sure I make pretty good money at the chimney business. But they don't make half the money I make in the wintertime. And yeah, I lose a lot of it, but I still get paid my salary. I don't bonus myself. I've got a salary that makes some pretty good money. But I would really like to be able to keep my money and be able to bonus myself someday. So what are we doing? Thinking my way to success. What can I actually do to make this happen? So I've had some help in the last year, a little more, about the masonry side of our business. And It is helping out. It is doing well. It's my masons are the only guys busy right now, well, from sales that we've done. The other crews are helping and learning. But I'm just now finally getting to the point where I'm comfortable where I can start advertising that part of the business. And then I have a guy that built my pool who I'm friendly with. He was a neighbor for a little while. We're friendly. And I had the idea of talking to him and helping him out. And we had a conversation last week and it just hit me. I mean, I've been wanting to build pools for a while. As a matter of fact, if Sherwood, if you're listening from Ageless Chimney, yes, I've thought about this before you said it. He always thinks he always teases me that I take half my clients' stuff and make them my own. And it's not true. We've been looking at pools for years, but I didn't really have the capability of that way and didn't know anybody that could really help me learn to be a pool builder. Right. And so, yeah, Master Service is going to probably go into the pool building deal. I mean, if I can get 1 to 4 pools a week or a month to build, in those 6 months, we're talking 12 to 20 pools a year. Holy crap. That would change my business, change my life. Because the difference between me and another pool builder is that I have on staff the stone masons and the masons already. They don't. They have to sub all that out. So all that profit, it goes right to me. I'm paying them regardless. I'm paying out to them 40 to 50 hours no matter what, whether they show up or not, because these guys are skilled and I'm going to pay them to work or not work. But luckily they're always busy. But I would like to have enough of them and be able to start doing this other stuff. So we're in the middle of implementing this pool idea and the masonry, more sales idea. And so I had to pivot and start thinking positive. What do I have right now that I could do to make this possible? Well, I have enough employees. Yes. I have smart employees that can do the work. Yes. I have a guy that can teach us pools who actually might even be coaching us or maybe even possibly getting a percentage, like having him as a consultant or part of the company of the pool side, possibly. I have all this. I have enough credit to go buy equipment if I had to. Blah, blah, no matter what, I've got it. And I've definitely got the right people in place to make this shit happen. So that's the power of thinking. I needed to solve this. I really do think that a higher power has been telling me and gave me this crazy anxiety the last 2 months, especially the last 5 or 6 weeks, that this is the answer. I mean, the power of positive thinking, it just got to me and got me to this answer. And I had to literally, I had to like be jarred somehow to get it out of me. And I didn't realize what this anxiety meant. And I'm positive that's what it is. I needed to fix this. This anxiety of this struggle I've had, it has to end. I mean, the coaching business is good and it secures my money, and I don't even need the chimney business. However, my 45 other people that work for me do, and I don't want to give it up. I'm going to make sure that these people have a successful living, and I want to be a $50 million company someday. And the people with me now on this ride are going to be with me. If they're here and they're on my culture, I can't think of anybody in my business right now. And I do know most of my people now. And I don't see anybody that I want to get rid of. Now, my managers might have 1 or 2, but for the most part, I'm solid of at least 40 to 42 people that I know. And that's awesome. So now let's go get it. Let's go grab a tiger by the tail. And let's figure out how to do more masonry. Let's figure out how to do more pool or how to build a pool. That's my idea from the power to positivity. I had to come up with an idea to solve my problem. What are you doing to solve your problem? Are you actually sitting back right now and buying the bullshit that nobody's buying and the economy's crap and that the gas is going to be $12 a gallon soon, which is true. But does that help you pay your bills? Does that help you motivate your people? I mean, yeah, I don't have a lot of people buying right now, but I damn sure got a lot of people calling. That's weird to me. So what do I have to do? We're going to build positivity into my team. We're going to get them to get people to feel the same thing, and they're going to start buying from my people. My guys, until the last 2 weeks, have not had a problem getting people to buy. We had record sales in May. We had record bad sales emails. 1 week great, 1 week bad. Well, right now we're going on a week. It's Monday. I haven't seen the sales today. It wasn't good earlier. It's not horrendous, but it's not good. But we're getting the word out, positive. And we're gonna fix it. So what are you doing to fix? You cannot sit here and blame everybody else. If you're not getting appointments, you need to figure it out. I hear a lot of people are not getting appointments right now. I'm booking 20 to 30 appointments a day. Okay. So I'm in Dallas, Texas, and my chimney company is booking 20 to 30 appointments a day. As a matter of fact, we're on the podcast right now. I'm going to check right now while we're doing it. And I'm going to show, if you go on Google, if you go on YouTube and see this video, I'm going to show you how many appointments today we have booked. So this is live, real time. I didn't plan on doing this. I'm going to share my screen. So here's my screen. This is how many appointments we do. These call forward schedules are different, but 7 plus 14 is 21, plus another 5, 26 appointments. We have 26 appointments scheduled today. Every one of them are chimneys. We don't do anything else anymore. Chimney or masonry related. And the masonry typically is chimney related. So that's how many we do it. It's, by the way, Texas, I'm gonna pull my phone out again here. The temperature out in Dallas, Texas today is a whopping, here we go, you ready? I'll show it to you on YouTube. 98 degrees, feels like 103. Yesterday, on Sunday, it was 103 and felt like 109. Yet, I got chimney appointments coming through. What are you doing to fix your chimney appointments? Believe me, you can do it. You smaller markets, maybe not as much. You bigger markets, you damn sure. If you've got a ton of competitors, you need to go after those AdWords and go kill them. You need to take Facebook ads out and go kill them. But what are you doing to fix stuff? A lot of guys just sit there and they complain about it. Oh, I'm not getting any appointments. Yeah, well, because you're not doing anything about it. Be positive and go fucking kill it and get it. Right? Go get it. Go be, I just put this out today on one of my group calls. Go be a winner. Nobody likes losers. Go be a winner. Because that's what's the name of the game. I think it's Darren Bevo says, I'm a winner. All right, he's a winner. GSD, get shit done. True. I mean, be a winner. Stop complaining about your bullshit about the economy. Nobody gives a shit about your economy shit. Because guess what? We're all living it. We're all seeing it. Who cares? And talking about it is sure as hell isn't fixing anything. I could care less about our shitty ass president. I could care less about Trump when he was in office. He made shit happen. That's awesome. Doesn't matter. Because you know what? I'm the one who has to go out there and make my phone ring. Not Trump, not Biden. I did it. Me personally, I did all of it. And so, yes, stop complaining, get positive and do it. Be a winner. Tell your people you're winners. You're going to get appointments. You're going to figure this out. If you have to up your AdWords, take a Facebook account, do just whatever, call your older appointments, move some stuff up if you're booked out. It doesn't matter. Whatever you do, kill it, crush it. Guys, everything is about being a positive mindset. Drive when you're out driving, think about being positive. Tell your people to think positive. Everything's positivity. And when you hit that and you feel that, stuff will turn around, I promise you. So, guys, that's my time. I appreciate it so much. If you want to be coached by me, please go and you can go on here and in the body of the podcast says schedule a time with me. Go ahead and schedule a time with me. It's free. We'll talk. I'll help you. If the worst case scenario is, I'll give you one good tip. You can move on. If not, you should come work with me. I'll definitely get your business moving and going. So, guys, thanks for Outside the Business Box and all. We love you. Thank you very much. Chad Murray signing off.